Who is eligible for Medicare? Well, people that turn 65 years old are eligible for Medicare. There's also a few other occurrences where you might be eligible a little bit earlier than 65, like if you're disabled or for some other circumstances. However, for most people, they're going to go on to Medicare when they turn 65. Now, some people might think, oh, well, I turned 65 on August 26th, so I'll jump on then. No, you go on Medicare the month that you turn 65. So if your birthday is August 26th, you would actually go on to Medicare on August 1st. The only other exception to this rule is that if you were born on the first of the month, if you're born on the first of the month, you can actually go on to Medicare the month prior. So if you were born on August 1st, you can actually go on to Medicare effective July 1st. So this is something that you can easily search for on Google, or when you talk to us, we'll let you know when you're actually eligible for Medicare. Now, once you know when you're eligible for Medicare, that's the key. So if you are eligible for Medicare on, let's say, August 1st, well, you have a 3-month window prior to that to sign up for Medicare's Part A, Part B, and get all of the other items that you might need, whether it's a prescription plan, signing up for Medicare Advantage if that's the route that you want to go, or getting a supplemental policy. However, the first domino to fall is signing up for Medicare Part A and Part B. Now, if you're not collecting Social Security, this is something that you have to do by going to Social Security's website and applying for Medicare's Part A and Part B. Again, that window is 3 months prior. So if you're eligible for August 1st, you can start this process on May 1st. So anytime from May 1st until August 1st, you're eligible to sign up for Medicare's Part A and Part B. Now, while I would love to tell you that Medicare is a fast-running organization and they'll get your application processed in a matter of 3 business days, it's just not the case. So we encourage everyone to sign up as quickly as possible, so it gives Medicare and Social Security enough time to process your application so that you can get your card and everything else in time for your August 1st or whenever your date is that you will start. Unfortunately, most programs, like getting your prescription coverage or getting a supplemental policy, require you to have your Medicare number first. So if you wait for the last week or two to get all these items and you forgot to sign up for Medicare, well, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. So if you sign up when you are first eligible, such in this example as May 1st, then you're going to be fine. So the key to this is signing up for Medicare Part A and Part B once you are eligible. Now, once you do sign up, again, it's going to take some time, and then at that point, you can get a supplemental policy, you can get the prescription coverage, whatever it might be. Now, how can you sign up? Again, you can do so by scheduling a time to go into the office, or you can do it all online. We help our clients sign up online, we give them directions on what to do, and from there, we just wait for everything to process on Medicare side. Once you have signed up for Part A and Part B, again, that being the first domino, at that point, you can start to evaluate whether Medicare Advantage is going to make the most sense or getting a supplemental policy. What prescription plan should we get? These are things that we've talked about in different webinars that we've done and other social media posts. This is something that, again, we would love to help you with. But once you do get Part A and Part B, the big key there is deciding, hey, do I want to go the Advantage route or do I want to go to the supplemental route? Like we've discussed before, Medicare or traditional Medicare is a national program. So whether you're in California, New Jersey, Florida, North Dakota, or anywhere in between, you're covered with Medicare. When you get a supplemental policy, those supplemental policies are simply picking up what Medicare's Part A and B do not cover in certain aspects. When you get an Advantage plan, a Medicare Advantage plan, that is replacing Part A and Part B, and it's giving you insurance through a private insurance company. That private insurance company has a network of doctors, so you need to make sure that that network of doctors is your doctors, your hospital, the items, the providers that you see are going to be within that network. Majority of Advantage plans are territorial, meaning that if you get an Advantage plan while living in Florida, that plan might not be available in New Jersey. You might not have coverage in New Jersey. You might not have coverage in Texas. So these Advantage plans, you want to make sure, you want to get into the weeds to see what their network looks like in the area that you live in, as well as nationally. Now, some plans do cover you nationally, but some plans do not. And that's something that you're going to want to check when you are speaking with a broker to see what your Advantage plan is going to cover, not just in benefits, but also in providers, doctors, hospitals, and things like that. You would hate to be in an Advantage plan and need to go see one of the top specialists because you got something, you found something on an x-ray or whatnot, and that specialist is not covered. When it comes to prescription plans are something that you can change annually. We've done, again, multiple videos on this, but a prescription plan is something that you sign up during open enrollment or when you are eligible for Medicare, and then you're able to change it during every open enrollment at the end of the year for the next following calendar year. So while you might get a prescription plan now that maybe is, more of a catastrophic plan that only costs $7 or $10 a month, you're not stuck with that plan forever. You can always switch it in upcoming years. So maybe next year, if you do go on a more expensive drug, you can simply just change your drug plan during open enrollment so that the drug plan that you're on for the next following year is going to take into account the drugs that you expect to be on for that calendar year. If the reverse were the case and you were on an expensive medication and you're on an expensive drug plan, but then you come off that medication, you can always scale back and you can go to a more catastrophic drug plan.